Hey Damien, my name is Steven. We spoke a little bit earlier today. In this video, I'm going to be going over three things that you can do to start ranking above your competition there in the Greenville area and surrounding areas. Now, if by the end of this video, you can see that I do have the know-how to get you more high quality jobs by getting you ranked, you can reach back out to me if you want. We can chat, or you can just take this information and implement it yourself. I'm going to go ahead and jump right in here. The three things I'll be covering today are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, content is everything on your website, but we're primarily focusing on your homepage. Now, Google likes to see at least 1,500 words on the homepages of these service-based industries, such as heating and air conditioning services. This gives you plenty of opportunity to add in all the buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases that people are searching for online when they're searching for your services. So the first thing I did is I grabbed your number one competitor for the area, and that's J&J Mechanical Incorporated. I threw their website into a tool that I subscribe to called Ahrefs. This tool pretty much gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google uses to rank websites. So their website is currently being found for 63 keywords, and it was clicked on nearly 300 times just in the past 30 days. So I went ahead and threw your website into the same tool, and your website is currently being found for no keywords, therefore you're not being clicked on. So let's go back to our competitor, and we can actually click on this number 63. This will bring up all 63 of the keywords they're currently being found for. Now, the ones we really want to pay attention to are the keywords with the locations attached to them. And I'm using Greenville because Greenville gets the most search volume of all the areas around that area there. So HVAC Greenville NC got 150 searches in the past 30 days. Furnace repair got another 300 in the past 30 days. And there's a bunch of them. Heating and air Greenville an extra 50, right? So you want those on your website. You can actually go down this list. AC repair, there's another one, and grab all the relevant ones, and you'd want to put those on your website so Google is actually able to find you for these services. Okay, that's why it's important to have like that 1,500 limit, or that's not a limit, but at least 1,500 words, because that gives you all an opportunity to add in those keywords and actually multiple times to where it doesn't look unnatural, right? Because if you only have a few words and you try to stuff all those keywords in there, it looks unnatural, and Google will actually penalize you for that. The next thing I'd like to go over are what we call citations. Now, when people are searching these services like HVAC Greenville NC, studies have shown that right around 45% of those people are not going past this little section here. This is a map pack, and they're clicking on one of these businesses here. Now, most people, they're under the impression that to get ranked in here has to do with your reviews, but that's not the case. They do factor in, there's a few factors. The main being your proximity. You have to be in or right around Greenville to be, eligible to kind of get into this map pack. But the main driver here are citations. Now, a citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. Some examples of these directories are Yelp, Better Business Bureau, Nextdoor, Angie, Thumbtack. There's quite a few of them, and you probably have some already. And it used to be that it was the businesses with the most citations that ended up securing a spot in the top three here. But Google doesn't really work like that these days. They don't care so much about the number of these citations anymore as they care about the source of those citations, right? There's actually like 50, we call them 50 core consumer citations or 50 core consumer directories. You can Google either one and it'll come up. It'll give you a list of the top 50. Those are the ones you want to be in. You want to be in all 50 of those. And on top of that, you want to be in the three major data aggregators. And these are Data Axle, Newstar, and Foursquare. Now, what these aggregators are, what you want to do is you want to sign up for them. And once you're verified, what they actually do is they push all your data out to hundreds of different apps, navigation systems, and other directories, right? And this is valuable. It's really good. Google uses this and AI uses this as a trust factor, right? They'll start ranking you high on this list, and also AI will actually recommend you for their services as well. Now, underneath the map pack is the Google's organic search results list. And the number one spot here will capture just around 40% of all clicks. Now, like I said, the map pack is 45% of all clicks, but it's split up in between these three businesses. This is 40% all by itself. Now, the main driver here are what we call backlinks. Now, backlinks, it's essentially other websites on the internet that have a link on their site somewhere that when clicked, it leads back to your website. Google uses these backlinks as like an online referral system. And the more relevant that website is, it's linking back to you, the better. So, for example, say you have a popular blog page or a popular industry related site linking back to you, that's what's actually going to help push you up in Google's rankings. But since you guys are an HVAC company, say you have a like Pizza Hut linking back to you. Pizza Hut's very popular, gets a lot of traffic, but it's not going to do you guys any good as far as ranking for HVAC because you have nothing to do with pizza. You don't sell pizza or any of that. So let's revisit our number one competitor here, and we're going to look back at this tool. And now I want to pay attention to this backlink profile section. So to be clear, it's through your content, specifically your keywords, that Google is able to find you for what people are searching for. But once they find you, they got to determine where to place you on that list. And that's all dependent on your backlinks. So the competitor here, number one competitor, has 253 backlinks coming from a total of 100 other websites. They call them referring domains in here. You currently don't have any backlinks, right? So let's go back to our competitor, and we want to look at the websites because that's what's actually pushing power to them through the backlinks. It's the relevance of the websites they're getting their backlinks from. So we can click on that 100. That's going to bring up all 100 websites they're currently getting backlinks from. You would want to go down this list, all 2 pages, and grab backlinks from all these websites yourself. Now, if you were to do this, and this is like assuming your content and your keywords were on point at this stage, it would take a little bit of time, but you would actually put yourself in contention for that number one spot. Now, what would put you over the top there is if you did that same thing with the top like 3 to 5 websites here with those backlinks. Again, it would take some time, but you would take over that number one spot. Now, if you can imagine, like I said, you're not getting any clicks right now. Imagine getting that number one spot and taking over that traffic and getting right around 300 clicks per month, what that would do for your business. So just to recap, the first thing is going to be content. You want at least 1,500 words on your front page with the right keywords of the right amount of keywords. Second are citations. You want to be in the top 3 directories. Again, it's the core consumer directories. You can Google that. And you also want to be in those 3 major data aggregators, Data Axle, Newstar, and Foursquare. And then lastly, backlinks. You need more relevant websites linking back to your site to show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to HVAC companies in and around the Greenville area. If, like I said at the beginning of this video, you can take this information and implement it yourself, or if you want to contact me, we can schedule a discovery call. Again, my name is Steven. I live right here in North Carolina. You can simply reply back to this email, or you can give me a call at 910-551-2006. But either way, I appreciate your time, Damien, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas. Take care. Bye-bye.